Hi, I'm Dot from dottrot.com, and today I'm making a quiche. And what I love about quiches is that you can add whatever ingredients you want. It's what suits your fancy. And today I'm going to have a little bit of fun with my quiche because I'm using sun-dried tomatoes, which is one of my favorite recipes. Now, to start your quiche, you're going to bake it at 350 in the oven. So you want to start preheating your oven. You want to either use a pie pan or a deep baking dish. An 8x8 baking dish is fine, or a 9 or 10 inch pie pan is just fine too. You want to grease your pan as well. You can use butter. I chose to use ghee this time, and I love the flavor of ghee. All ghee is solely heated butter where the dairy protein is separated out, and it just leaves a nice, wonderful flavor. I'm also, for my ingredients, what I've chosen is my main ingredients are going to be about 10 ounces of frozen spinach. It's thawed out. You certainly can use fresh spinach, but you need to cook it down ahead of time. Otherwise, your quiche will just look like a big old green leaf. I'm also using, like I said, sun-dried tomatoes, which I made, I'm using about half a cup of those, all diced up. And I'm using 4 ounces of goat cheese, which I absolutely love. To add a little bit more flavor, I'm using 1 scallion, which I've already diced up, and then 2 garlic cloves, which I've mashed, and then about 3/4 of a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt and just a simple 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm also using a 1/4 cup of heavy cream, and what's that going to do is when I mix it with the eggs and you bake them together, it just comes out with a nice, wonderful custard, which is the base of your quiche. So let me go ahead and start. I'm just going to beat the eggs in the cream to mix it all up, and you want to make sure you want to beat the eggs, but you don't want to overdo it either. So you just want to make sure you get them all mixed in there. There you go. Oops, let me get that. Put that in the sink. Then what I'm going to do is just start adding in all my ingredients. So I'm going to fold in the cheese, yummy goat cheese. Add my spinach. Sun-dried tomatoes are next. These sun-dried tomatoes are extra flavorful because I had them soaking in olive oil with some fresh basil leaves. Here's my garlic. Now the rest of my seasoning. Now all I'm going to do is just fold it all together and mix it all together with the eggs. If you're using frozen spinach, you want to make sure it's thawed out completely. And I left mine sitting over the colander to drain, and then when I was putting it away, I basically wrung out with my hands all of the excess liquid. So you want to make sure it's as dry as possible. That looks good. So that's really well mixed, and now all I'm going to do is pour it in my pie pan. You want to just spread it around. Oh, it looks so good. You want to spread it evenly around your pie pan. It will puff up when it cooks. Don't be surprised once you take it out of the oven if it doesn't fall a little bit. That happens. It won't collapse completely. It's not like bread when you bake bread. So there we go. So now I'm going to put this in the oven. I'm going to leave it in there for about 40 minutes, and then we'll see what it looks like when it's ready to come out of the oven. Quiche is out of the oven. It's been 40 minutes. I pulled it out. Toothpick came out clean, so we're ready to go. I already cut out a piece. I let it rest for about 5 minutes just to cool down, and I went ahead and sliced it. In case, I know I didn't mention it earlier, but if you notice, it is crustless, which is why this is a low-carb quiche. That's the best way to make it low carb, is no pie crust whatsoever. And you don't really need it because, like I said, the cream and the egg make it a nice custard. So it comes out really all together. So you don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to take a little taste. Ooh, there's some sun-dried tomato I'm going to get here. So bon appetit. Let me try it. Okay, the taste is just wonderful. As you can see, it has a really nice color. The spinach goes throughout, and you can see little pockets of the goat cheese and then the sun-dried tomato too. But it's just a really nice flavor and texture. I had a little bit of the onion and a little bit of the garlic, but it doesn't overwhelm. And the sun-dried tomato in oil really just adds a nice. Oh, my mouth is drooling, so I'm gonna have to go because I really want to finish this right now. Sorry, but that's how you make the quiche, and it tastes great. And I encourage you to go ahead and give it a shot. Till next time, I'll see you later.